Heya! I'm singing The Cave by Mumford Sons, straight from the chord charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the chord chart, and you can play along with me. And if you're going to be near Morristown, New Jersey, come play along with us in person. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial. Here goes. It's empty in the valley of your heart. Until it rises slowly as you walk away from all the fears and all the faults you've left behind. The harvest left no food for you to eat. You cannibal, you meat eater, you see. But I have seen the same, I know the shame in your defeat. But I will hold on hope, and I won't let you choke on the noose around your neck. And I'll find strength in pain, and I will change my ways. I'll know my name as it's called again. Cause I have other things to fill my time. You take what is yours and I'll take mine. Now let me at the truth which will refresh my broken mind. So tie me to a post and block my ears. I can see widows and orphans through my tears. I know my call despite my faults and despite my growing fears. But I will hold on hope, and I won't let you choke on the noose around your neck. And I'll find strength in pain, and I will change my ways. I'll know my name as it's called again. So come out of your cave walking on your hands and see the world hanging upside down. You can understand dependence when you know their maker's land. So make your sirens call and sing all you want. I will not hear what you have to say, 'cause I need freedom now, and I need to know how to live my life as it's meant to be. I think I need a higher voice. I'll see what I can do about that. Okay, awesome song. Rousing. The Cave. Yeah. All right, Mumford & Sons. Go. The chord chart for this one looks quite a bit harder than most of the chord charts that I've made. Usually I would make, a challenge version and a simpler version. For this one, the reason I didn't make a simpler version is because all you have to do is ignore the tabs that I wrote in and just strum, and it's a 4-chord song. It's got F, D minor, C, and B flat, and it doesn't even have alternate versions of those. It doesn't even have, a high C. It's just, that's it. Now, what I did in the beginning, I did, some tab, and there's tablature in the chord chart, and I will show you that. I'll show you a simplified version of that because it's really not as complicated as it looks. And I also did an arpeggio during most of the verses that was actually pretty darn simple. If you thought it looked complex, well, I'll show you closer and you'll see. But I'm gonna do this in reverse order. That is to say, I'm gonna show you the strums first, and then the arpeggios, And then for the tab, I'll go because I think the most people will be interested with the simpler strings first. And then at the very end, I'll go very slow motion through intro, verse, and chorus with a close-up on my hands, so you can follow along if you want. But so if you want the simpler version, just ignore the tablature, look at the chords, there are only 4 of them, and strum along, and that'll work just fine. Now the strum, I mean, you notice that the important thing as far as, whether you're going to use tablature or arpeggio or chords, if you're going to stick with the chords, at least make them different. Excuse me, when I say chords, strum. If you're going to stick with strumming throughout the whole thing, you notice there are some parts of the song that are gentle and slow and quiet, and others that are very rousing, where, I'm trying with only 4 acoustic strings to give as much of a big band feel as I possibly can. So you can do that with your strums. You can do, if you want to, right now I'm just going to use the chords and 1 finger, in the beginning, and I'll show you how you can do the strum, no tablature, no arpeggio, how you can do the strum through the whole thing, starting with something really gentle. So here's the intro. It's F, D minor, F, D minor, F, D minor, C, F. Now the only quick chord change is from F to D minor and F. And if you roll your index finger so it's there, and then you just kind of slide it back, you don't actually have to move your fingers all that much to do that. That's the only quick chord change in the entire song. And there are, like I said, only 4 chords in the entire song. So so you can do that much. All I was doing with my index finger on that gentle one, down, 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 down. As you hear the beat, rather than trying to memorize it or something like that, think of how the lyrics go. When I'm speaking, I'm strumming. It's empty in the valley of your heart. The sun it rises slowly as you walk away from all the fears and all the guilt you've left behind. Right? It pretty much goes along with the syncopation of the speaking, or of the lyrics. Now I'm going to show you what, and then as far as the choruses, if you want to do something more rousing, use more fingers, right? I was just using 1 finger, right? Use more fingers and go do more in both directions. Right? And also, of course, louder. Strum louder and it'll work. But if you use more fingers, it's just like you got 4 people playing instead of 1. It's not exactly the same, but it's still it'll have a stronger sound if you use all 4 of your fingers instead of just 1. So that way you can vary it. You can do the quiet parts and rowdy parts differently. Now, as far as the arpeggio that I did during the verses, easiest arpeggio. 3 fingers. These 2 together and this one together. That's it. I didn't even use the first string. I only used the lower strings. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. By the way, that's the way it's traditionally counted. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. From the floor up, with violins and bass fiddles and everything. So I didn't make that up. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So I'm only using those. These 2 are on the 2nd and 3rd strings. The middle strings. This is on the 4th string. I've got a low G, but it'll work just fine with a high G too. That's it. That is the arpeggio. These 2 together, and then this one. It's empty in the valley of your heart. Sun it rises slowly as you walk. That's all I'm doing. That's all I ever did in the arpeggios during the verses through the entire song. That's all I did. Oops. Okay, I lied. I'm sorry. The end of, where it goes F, B flat, F. Away from all the fears and all the faults you've left be. And here comes the F. Okay, I'm still just using these 3, right? But what I do, as soon as it hits the F, B flat F, it's F. Just keep the F formation and go down and up. And then strum twice. Right? Strum twice. So you can practice that on its own. Away from all the fears and all the faults you've left behind. Okay, that's true. I did actually make the arpeggio more complicated. Sorry about that. But those are the only two things. That's it for the entire song. That's the arpeggios. Okay. Now the only thing left is the tab, that I did in the intro, and then there's a sort of a repeat intro after the first chorus. The simplified version of that, I mean, almost always my left hand is in the position of either a D minor or an F. That's the key. The basic form of the tab is an arpeggio that goes like this. Now listen to it. Right? Ooh, look at that. You practice that for the verses and you've got that part in the tab too. Now I'm going to do a close-up of that. The entire tab is printed out in the song sheet, and it looks really confusing because there's all these numbers across the bars. But if you play it out, it goes just like I just played, and it also, like I said, almost always during that, 85% of the time during that, your left hand is going to be on a D minor or an F, and you're going to be doing okay, and yes, it departs from that, but I'll show you in close-up and slow motion in just a moment. Now, for the rest of you, if you're not interested, because that's all I'm going to do now. I'm going to do slow motion through the intro, which is the tab, and the verse, which is the arpeggio, and the chorus, which is strumming. Okay, and you can do strumming through the whole thing, and you can just follow along with me if you want, strumming. Or if you want to try the tab and the arpeggio and the strumming, then go ahead. For the rest of you, if you want to see more of this, subscribe to the Morristown Uke Jam YouTube webpage or YouTube channel. Check out the Morristown Uke Jam meetup webpage for free downloadable ukulele song sheets. And I hope I see you some Wednesday in Morristown. See ya. Now, if you're still here, here goes. I'm going to zoom in, close up on here, these two hands. And I'll try to do it right in slow motion. Sometimes it throws me off. I'll do it in slow motion. Here goes. Whoops. Let's start that over. I'm going to do it one more time. It's empty in the valley of your heart. The sun, it rises slowly as you walk away from all the fears and all the faults you've left behind. The harvest left no food for you to eat. You cannibal, you meat-eater, you see. But I have seen the same, I know the shame in your defeat. But I will hold on hope, and I won't let you choke on the noose around your neck. sorry, YouTube won't let me put this up if it's more than 15 minutes. Bye.